I was actually in hospice care. Thankfully, I didn't have to do it in a facility. Some people took me in and did it in their homes, so we had the nurses come there. I woke up. I was not doing well. I could kind of feel like, I don't know, I felt like I just had nothing left of me, and I was barely able to breathe. And I remember when the nurses gave me my meds, I just looked at Marcia, who was there, and said, I don't think I'm making it through the end of this day. Like, so sure enough, we had some friends who'd come over and everything to come visit and spend some time with me. And I was with a really good friend and another friend of hers, and then also the people who were taking care of me. And I closed my eyes because I just didn't have the strength to open them anymore. And I remember hearing like this high pitched ring and then this snap, like a crack. And the next thing I know, I was out of my body. And next thing, I was over top of my body and I could hear everything that everyone was talking about. Paul Young, the author of The Shack, was on the phone at that time saying goodbye. Um, and then everyone let them know, like who was on the phone, let them know that I passed. And I all of a sudden was in this dark, it was just nothingness. I don't even know how to describe it. Like, to say dark, it wasn't dark, but it was this space of nothingness. And then I was all of a sudden in a room and there was a light and then there was a little door and a big, huge door. And I all of a sudden was having flashes of my life and just these things that I guess I misguided or missaw, didn't see correctly. I didn't see the truth of what life was. And I was seeing them flash before my eyes. And I remember putting my face in my hands, and I just felt this shame and all this stuff for just the way I believed in life. And the next thing I know, I heard this voice like thunder and lightning shout out at me, and said, Ariel, remove your face from your hands in shame. You're not what you think you are. And then the same thing again, calling my name, saying, remove your hands from your face of shame. I'm not what you think I am. And so I still didn't remove myself. I just kept seeing all these flashes of life. And then all of a sudden, just the right thing, I guess, hit my heart. And I opened up, and before me was a mirror. And I realized I could see who I was, and it wasn't what I thought I was. And then all of a sudden, I'm seeing God, and it wasn't what I thought I was. And then all of a sudden, they disappeared, and I'm in that room. And I see the little door and the big door and the light. And I went, I don't think I'm supposed to go to the light. And I looked at the big door, and I thought, that just seems too simple. So I decided to go through the little door, which was really difficult. But once I was through, I just kept going through these different realms and different places. And each place, I would have God shout out who I was and show me these places and where I wasn't during times of before. And then after going through this long journey, I came to a place where I got to look down here and I saw what it was. I saw what was really going on. I saw a pod and I removed myself from it. And I was there at this center of light of, I don't even know how to explain it. There's no real words in this realm to explain this, but basically what I got out of it was, this is assimilation and we've already destroyed what we once had. And this is God's mercy for us to actually reconcile with the crap we believed that separated us from the one union, because everything is one equation and it's mathematical beyond. And there's frequencies that run and there's so much to this earth that we just don't even comprehend. And I honestly came back and went, wow, religion is so bloody man-made. This is not helping us, And God's real, yes, but this mindset of separation and making ourselves be in this box system to fit something that we were never meant to fit, just it woke me up from that. So The only thing that got me to come back after everything I experienced really was that in my looking in on what was going on here, my boys took their lives. And they took their lives because of the way they believed the system, what they believed about themselves, and, losing their mom and their dad. And so I begged to return. And thankfully, Creator can time travel like no tomorrow. And when I returned, it wasn't easy because my body was pretty dead. So it was very difficult. I felt at first, I thought I was maybe trapped in a body that wasn't going to function. But slowly over time, I got strength, and I died April 28th, and I got out of hospice June 9th. And then I returned to where my kids were, where they were in Canada, spent time with them there. And every day since, I've been just discovering the things that I saw and experienced there, and looking for them here. And I've traveled across the country since, and just helping people, listening to what I know to show up to.